All right. I'm still here. Uh, Not doing any better. Just everything just stresses me out. Um, you know, uh, it's extremely difficult. I have a few customers of mine that want me to come and look at stuff and talk to them and go over projects and shit, and I can't even fucking do it. You know, uh, my buddy that I work for is, he's got a ton of work for me. It's like 9 o'clock now. He's trying to send stuff over to me. But I just have no desire. I mean, I just feel like giving up completely. And when I say giving up, I mean just giving up, just not doing anything, just refusing to support anybody or this financial system at all. I'm just so sick and tired of it. Um, Brandon Gwynn, I keep on telling you guys, I mean, and this is what I'm saying, like, I don't need to go out there and figure out how people are. I got enough people around me. I know how people are. I have myself to look at. I know how people are. I know how people can be. Um, I know how this system works. I know how this matrix works. And Gwen and Brennan, if you guys are still goddamn so fucking stuck in your old fucking way of thinking and processing information, and you think the fact that all three of us stopped at the exact same day making fucking videos a few months ago, you think that's just a fucking happenstance? None of us talk to each other, but we all quit making videos on the exact same day. You guys don't think there's anything to that? Oh, he's just paranoid. Oh, he's just drawing. You just think that everything's connected to everything. It sure as fuck is. And the fucking more you can see into this bullshit, the more you realize that everything is connected to everything. No, it's not a fucking chance that happened. And that's what I'm trying to say. There is something going on, whether the signals were turned on and for us here, and apathy and that blindness came back over with a rush. And that's the only thing I can think. It's got to be frequency activated. It's activated outside from somewhere, because let's say all three of us have the same main parasite, right? That's causing this destruction for each one of us over the course of our lives and generations of our family. How is this communication happening like this? You know what I mean? Like, how do three people who each have their own channels, who all live in the same house, who weren't communicating about when they were making videos, they just made videos, and then all of a sudden all three stopped on the same fucking day out of nowhere? It doesn't make sense, guys. It doesn't make it. You can't make any rational sense out of it without going to the conspiracy part of it. And all a conspiracy is just something where there's a plot or a plan to overtake or overthrow something. And that's what I'm trying to say. It's an obviously planned thing to circumvent the healing that we were experiencing in this house. Like I said, I didn't change anything. I mean, I kept on my diet. I kept on, everything. The only thing I added in was weed. That was it. And that was enough to put that blinder back over me, that apathy. So, I hope you guys are paying attention, man. I really do. Because I'm ready to walk out of here. You guys are stuck. I walk out of here, you guys are stuck. They're not going to let you guys live here. Even if you pay rent, they're not going to let you guys live here. I'm the one that rents the house. And this is what I've been fucking saying to you, Gwen, about getting your shit straight, is that, what are you going to do? I leave, I beat feet, and now you're stuck with Brandon. What if Brandon, the same thing happens with Brandon and he wakes up and he pulls out of his fucking coma and realizes that everything that you guys are fucking wasting your goddamn time, money, and attention on is all a distraction and bullshit, and that he's fell asleep at the wheel? What's going to happen then? You guys don't even have any sense for your own self-preservation. You guys are so stuck in the self-destructive, fucking egotistical, gotta prove, I'm gonna do it my way. You're gonna pay for it. You're gonna pay for it. And I'm not going to sit here and allow the Matrix to work through anybody to fuck up what I'm doing. And you guys shouldn't either. And nobody should. And they you got to understand, the Matrix uses friends, family, all this bullshit to try to just suck you in and play your heartstrings and that whole love bullshit. Oh, don't you love me? Don't you can't you just be that nice daddy you used to be, where you used to buy me everything and just be drunk all the time and we just laugh and just go places and hang out and have a fun time? That was all distraction, guys. That was a lazy fucking parent. I've told you guys this. I've said this over and over and over and over again, but this is still the fucking spot you guys are stuck in. All of this, if you are not actively focused on your healing moment by moment, then you are contributing to your delinquency and your self-destruction. Because we obviously all are loaded up with parasites that are controlling us. We can't even fucking fast when we want to. We can't fucking eat fruit when we want to. We can't just drink juice when we want to. I mean, yeah, I did 125 days of juice and then another 30 something, and then I've been eating clean. But that's through the most amazing self-will and fucking, just realizing there's no other way I can live other than that. But you guys can't even do that. You guys can't even do that, and you can't even recognize, wow, something must be really wrong because I want to do this and I can't fucking do it. I've been trying to do it for months. And you guys can't even connect. You guys are just so fucking lost in fucking having a good time and being comfortable that you're just stuck. You're stuck. You can't even realize. I had everything that I've been researching, everything goes back to parasites and bacterial infections being the root cause of everything. But so that's where all this confusion's coming from. I mean, you look up on the internet right now and everybody's talking about detox. Everybody's talking about this. Everybody's talking about that. Everybody's talking about these minerals and these fucking things that I've never even heard of. I've been here 45 years and been into minerals and natural healing and all that most of my life, and I've never even heard of half this shit. Guys, this is the grand illusion. This is, you go seeking for this knowledge and think that you got to learn every little thing and that you got to fucking be able to prove every little thing and you got to know every little thing and you got to be able to put a name and a catalog and a box on every little fucking thing and issue that's going on with you. You're going to drive yourself crazy. You're going to spend your whole life trying to figure it all out. There are two main things that are causes from all of our diseases and illnesses, and that's frequencies in toxic environments, which includes the fake foods, all this shit, the heavy metals, all that stuff, okay? And then there's the goddamn parasites and bacteria. It's that simple. It doesn't get any more difficult than that. So, if you're, these idiots, I mean, it's just so disgusting. You see, I've watched podcast after podcast of these egotistical scientists and whatever else they call themselves that are on the forefront of this detoxify movement. And they're all bottling up their own potions to sell in their own protocols and pushing their own protocol and how great their protocol is. It's all, guys, this is all material, money-based, egotistical bullshit. I'm not trying to detoxify because it's the coolest, neatest thing on earth right now. I'm not trying to detoxify because everybody else is doing it. I'm trying to detoxify because I see my fucking life depends on it. This isn't a fucking joke. I don't care if I'm here or if I'm not, but playing this in-between game sucks because there's a lot of pain involved. Death is nothing. Death is inevitable. I welcome death. The thing I don't welcome is everything that's leading up to it. The torture and the suffering that are involved in life before death. Self-inflicted, obviously, throughout my life. Obviously, I've been on nothing but self-destruct mode for 42 fucking years. But I've been passed down a parasite and fucking trauma and abuse, severe abuse, mental, emotional, physical, and spiritual, from the time I was a child. And I'm telling you, even through all of this and telling my story, I have been saying over and over again, I know that wasn't my mother, like my soul mother, that was beating me and doing these things to me when I was a young child. In scaring the living shit, in thinking I was going to die as a young child for years. As her torture tool to get out her anger and her aggression. And I see now so clearly what instigated and was causing that was these parasites and this bacteria, probably instigated by the frequencies that were setting it off, that caused my mom's eyes to flip over and for her to beat me until she couldn't raise her arms anymore. I'm telling you, when I would look at my mother's eyes, that was not my mom. And I now know exactly who it was. It was the same thing that inhabits me. Because I feel it and see it within myself. And it's the same thing I've been battling. And I've been trying to figure out, like, why does it feel like something else has access to my processes before I do? This is my real life that I've dealt with every fucking day of my goddamn life. This isn't a fucking joke. This isn't a fucking story. This isn't a pity party. This isn't me looking for goddamn friends. You dumb motherfuckers. Shallow ass idiots. You fools. I've had food poisoning, literal food poisoning, where I ended up in the hospital, emergency room, a dozen times in my life. I had it 4 times when I was in the military in Bosnia, and stationed in Bosnia for 7 months. I had it 4 times just in Bosnia. He's got all these crazy stories. He's had so many fucking concussions, and he's had fucking food poisoning 32 times. He's just the biggest fucking tall tale teller I've ever heard. Fuck you! Walk a mile in my shoes, bitch! I've been fighting for my fucking life and control since I was a teenager. A young teenager. 30 years. 30 years. In the 14 years prior to that was nothing but trauma, parasitical attacks, biological attacks, frequency attacks, and just pure abuse, locked up in a goddamn cabin in the woods by a psychotic mother who was fucking overtaken by parasites. Being controlled by fucking frequencies, by whatever fucking evil ass matrix is running this shit. I don't know how I'm alive. I don't know how I'm alive. And I don't say that, it doesn't come out very easy. Because when I say that, I've got 30 fucking scenarios, 80 fucking scenarios that just blow by my fucking sight, that just make my heart pound. I've been trying to figure this out my whole life. A few months ago, I was this close to coming out and saying that there's no fucking way that demons are real, that this whole all these things that exist supposedly on the spiritual level are real. Because I had remembered, learned, and just seen the real life example of how these frequencies work, that it was just like, wow, this is what's causing people to hallucinate these images and think that it's demons or God or whatever the fuck else that they hallucinate, right? But I was like, no, because there's a missing mechanism. There's still something at play that I'm missing, that the Matrix is using as a biological fucking tool to control this thing. And now I figured it out. It's the parasites. It's the bacteria. It's they can communicate, guys. These things are able to communicate. That's what that biofilm. That biofilm is a form of their communication. It's like a damn internet for them. And then, you know, of course, however it's working with the frequencies, with them being able to do it, I don't know. But you shouldn't be sitting here hanging on. Oh, I can't wait for his next video. Maybe he'll figure it out then. I wonder what it is. You guys are so fucking lost. You spend your lives following 30 people on fucking your social media accounts, just waiting every day just for the next video to come out so you can learn the next bullshit. Life wasted, thinking you're better than everybody else because you got so much knowledge, but you live just like everybody fucking else. Playing the same fucking games, talking the same way they talk, thinking the same things are cool that they think are cool. Feeding into the same system, using the same money, monetary bullshit, monopoly play money. Feeding all that energy, time, and attention, learning, fucking, let me see the breakdown of this video. Oh, I want to see what he thinks about this movie. Ooh, I want to see the whole fucking 4-hour breakdown of this movie. Ooh, look, Hollywood's full of pedophilia. Ooh, and just sit there for the rest of your life and be entertained by the fucking evilness in this world. So tired of fucking people's mouths, man. So tired of fucking people just thinking they can say whatever they want and then live however they want, and then everybody's supposed to just think of that person as what they say instead of what they do. It's like the whole mindfuck thing I can't deal with, man. I can't deal with it. Like, if it doesn't make sense, it's there's no room. Like, if you're fat, you're not healthy. If your face is covered in acne, you're obviously not healthy. If someone is trying to give you advice, health advice, and they look like that, obviously you take what you can get from them and then you throw the rest away, because obviously they aren't living it. They might know something that you don't, but they obviously aren't putting it into practice or into play. And it's unfortunate because I'm not fat, I don't have acne, but I'm fucking unhealthy as fuck. I'm the most unhealthy motherfucker I know. And I know a lot of fat fucks. Guys, if you have any kind of fucking dental problem, skin itching, hair falling out, I mean, the symptoms, the signs are so multitudinal that it's unreal. And this is the thing. Like I was saying yesterday, even though the rest of the world tests for these parasites and does a protocol for their people, these things, if you do not take this seriously and kill, they turn into, every time you take these roots and all these cool little things that they're making so cool nowadays, the detox. Ooh, I just do my detox tea every day. And then I just eat whatever the fuck I want after that. What you're doing is, as soon, if you, the very first time, okay, let's say when I got that shit on my feet when I was like 5 years old, let's say it started, I can't remember, but that shit on my feet, and I couldn't walk, and my skin was peeling by inches off my feet. It was the most disgusting, nasty, unbelievable thing. I mean, just skin, just flesh just falling off of my feet. as a young child. That never got addressed. I dealt with that on and off for years, for a few years. Before that went away, and I got athlete's foot after that, but nothing like that again. But then I had stomach issues. I would get stomach cramps and pain so bad, so fucking bad. I would cry. I would just sit there and bawl because my stomach hurt so bad. And my mom would take me to the hospital. I'm wearing antibiotics. This is what happens when you fucking do that. And what have I done with my kids? What do we do? We take our kids in, and the first sign of anything, take them to the doctor. What does the doctor do? Give them a fucking antibiotic. Well, guess what? At the first sign of that fucking antibiotic being taken, that fucking worm, whatever parasite, is going into hiding. It's getting out of your blood system, out of your digestive tract. It's not going to sit there and go, I'm feeling kind of funny. I feel a little drunk. I think I'll just take a nap. No, these things are highly intelligent. If not, they're the most intelligent things on this earth. These parasites are the most intelligent thing on this earth. How they are able to trick their host, how they're able to manipulate their host, how they're able to work their way into a whole body system and just ruin the whole fucking thing. These things are these things are so advanced, it's unreal. So as a little kid, when your parent takes you into the doctor and they put you on a round of that shit, not only are you killing all the good bacteria, now you're killing all of the bacteria. You are a clean slate. And then what are you doing? You're going back out there and you're reintroducing yourself to this world that's full of bacteria. And you have no good bacteria. And the thing that you were taking, the thing that killed all good bacteria, that bad parasite that it was supposed that the whole reason for it in the first place, he dipped out. He's living up in your shoulder, in your muscle somewhere. He's done fucking dug a hole in your sphincter. He's done got a fucking passageways through your heart or through your lungs where he's just fine. He can hang out for a few years. He's fine. And guess what happened to him? He learned the signals that you send off when you're about to eradicate a parasite. He learned what signals to watch out for. He learned the different frequencies that were involved when it got put in your mouth. He learned how long he had to dip. He learned how long it took for that shit to activate. He learned all of it. And guess what they call him after that very first time? They call him a super bug. And extremely difficult to kill after that first time. Now, as a child, if you've been in and out of emergency rooms for most of your childhood with bacterial and parasitical infections that never got properly taken care of, and then 30 years later, your whole life was just a fucking wreck, and then you look back and you see that this is the one thing that just fucking explains everything. That's where I'm at. That's where I'm at. This is my life. And if you can't respect it, and if you can't fucking, control yourself in my physical area of healing, then you need to get the fuck out of my physical area of healing. Why do you think I keep myself locked in my fucking room? So that way I am not bringing this parasitical behavior of me everywhere else and pushing what I need for my environment out everywhere else. I am taking my environment and making it as small as possible so my footprint on everybody else is as small as possible and my inconvenience to everybody else is as small as fucking possible. And I can't get any smaller unless I put a bag on my back and leave. A history, a long history of parasitical and bacterial infection that I've always known about, I just never thought about. Why didn't I take this thing with the parasite surgery? Why am I looking back to when my health first went bam and hit the fucking floor in my early 30s, mid 30s? And I had all the signs and symptoms of SIBO, leaky gut, and parasites. And instead of the VA doing a goddamn thing for that, they ran me through every other test, laughed at me, put me in front of every expert, and then just fucking laughed, mocked, told me I was crazy, told me I was making shit up, told me everything under the sun to gaslight me and get me to shut the fuck up and go back to work. Why? Why couldn't they take care of a parasite 12 years ago? When every symptom I was having, yes, I was dealing with the concussion, but the concussion was magnified, multiplied times 10, times 20, times 30 with the parasites that were affected in going haywire while I'm under concussion. I have had to fight. I have fought for more minutes in this life than it just blows my fucking mind. I just don't know why I keep on fighting. Maybe I just want an answer. Maybe I want the answer so bad. Maybe I'm just hoping that it's hitting somebody out there past their veil, past their blockades, past their bullshit, past their little comfortable ozone layers they've created themselves with their toxic love and toxic positivity and toxic kindness. Past all that bullshit, past all the fake, past all the illusions, past all the manipulations, past it all. I don't have a moment. I don't give a fuck about your new goddamn shoes. I don't give a fuck about anything good new that you bought. I don't give a fuck about any of your new information on this or that. All I care about is what the fuck you're doing. And I don't even care what the fuck you're doing. If you're not in front of me, if you're not around me, I don't give a fuck. All I care about is what the fuck I'm doing. Because my life fucking depends on it. I've spent half my life feeling like I'm fucking dead or dying. And when I crash and I go through these fucking things where I'm stuck in fucking bed and can't even move for a week or two, then I get called fucking lazy. And then I go back to work and work harder than any goddamn nigger I've ever fucking known. And fucking nobody says anything about that until I stop working again. Then it's like, oh, he stopped working again. Fucking tell me I haven't earned shit, motherfucker. And the part I play in this, I would be completely innocent in this. But I am just as guilty as everybody else because I brought children into this motherfucking world. So I guess that's just where I'm at right now. I'm just trying to figure out, this bullshit that they've sold to us about karma. Because everything I figure out, I have to go back to the beginning. I can't just sit here and watch a YouTube video and go, okay, what's karma? And then sit there and listen to some faggot run his fucking cocksucker about what he thinks karma is and how it fucking works. So that way he can gatekeep me over here for the next 10 years thinking this is what karma is and how shit really works. I know exactly how all this shit works. I just got to get more and more comfortable with myself. I have to keep on detaching. I have to keep fucking just letting this shit go. I have to just keep on focusing on what's important. And being kind and being fucking nice is not goddamn what's important, and that is not love. That is apathetic, scared comfortability bullshit. Slavery shit. Slave-minded. If you get your feelings hurt, the only thing you should be asking is, why the fuck am I allowing this cocksucker to hurt my feelings? And then fucking investigating that deeply. Not, oh, I'll pray for him. Oh, he's got a demon. Oh, he's so low vibrational. Fucking idiots. Fucking living in your goddamn fantasy worlds that you guys have created. This matrix allows you to create. So that way you're just apathetic and stupid. Anyways, yeah, I'm getting ready to go to work. Fuck, I gotta fucking figure out work, man. And then just the thing with work, man, I don't mind fucking working. Like I said, I would rather fucking be working my dick off than laid up in my fucking bed for a week or two with going through what I go through when this happens to me. I mean, it feels like I've been running a Boston Marathon for fucking 2 weeks straight. And I just crossed the finish line. Now they want me to fucking go run another marathon. You know? I don't mind working. I enjoy working. I enjoy getting outside. I can fucking gaslight myself and, you know, make myself think that I'm actually doing something worthy or with my hand, you know? But I also have the freedom to let my mind go and think, you know, because I'm usually not pressed and I'm all by myself at work. But you know, I just deal with the fact that while I'm at work, I mean, I'm still dealing with the fact that I am propagating and perpetuating slavery, the fake economic monopoly money system, still using batteries, tools used, you know, all my batteries pulled out of the ground by slaves who are doing that today while I'm sitting here getting ready to go to work. They're fucking in their loincloths, you know, in these man-dug trenches in the ground, getting the lithium out of the ground so that way, you know, in a few months when I need a new lithium battery, I can go to the store and pay $80 for it. And they're getting 2 pennies for it, you know. Still using this slave device, slave connection device. What they've done. See, we can communicate. We have the internet. The internet's here. That's our connection. That's our innate, God-given, you know, whatever natural, organic way of being is a natural internet that's just here 24/7. And what did they do? They fucking wrapped it up in a black piece of plastic that costs them $10 to make, and they sell it for $1,000, and they're able to institute slaves from the beginning of getting minerals to make it out of the ground to assembling it and putting it together in a whole nother nation, China, and then to shipping it, you know, all the gentlemen and the men that are involved in the shipping industry, getting it to America, and then the people at the wireless store who are selling this, working for minimum fucking wage and selling it for $1,000 a pop. That's what I'm trying to say. Our lives are entangled. All of this, everything you see here is just completely entangled. Guys, you're not going to have your revolution. You're not going to have your heaven. You're not going to have your Valhalla like this. This isn't it. This is a cheap knockoff form of. All I can say is they stole our birthright and they handed us shit, a bag of dog shit, and they said, here you go. This is the only thing you deserve. And we said, thank you, master. And we've been doing the best we can with it our whole lives. So we're limiting ourselves. We do it to ourselves. I sit here and I watch people. I watch them. Watch them. Just give me just being able to repeat all of the knowledge and then walk away from me and just do the same thing. But they got all the knowledge. And so I see it. I can see it. If you can't see it, that's your own fucking problem because you're fucking got your head so far up the goddamn matrix ass, it's fucking stupid. And I don't care if you're a fucking energy healer. I don't give a fuck how godly and fucking virtue signaling your bitch ass thinks it is. You're a piece of shit. I don't care if you're a murderer or if you're selling fucking phones at the goddamn fucking wireless store. You're no fucking different. You're propositioning, you're perpetuating this whole slavery system. That's what you're doing. It's the same thing. Why do you think the fucking Bible says that every sin is the same? It doesn't matter. Murder, lust, envy, jealousy, greed. It's all the same. Because it's all wrapped up in what you see here. Just like that tribal guy told that white guy that was interviewing him. The guy said, I wouldn't dare do what you do, that you practice witchcraft. And the white guy's like, what? I don't practice witchcraft? What are you talking about? I don't even believe in that stuff. And because he's so fucking blinded by his own ignorance and his own traditions and his own bullshit, that he can walk up to this fucking aborigine who just looks at him and knows exactly who he is just by walking up to him. This is what you guys call judging. This is what I call being a smart, wise motherfucker. You see these motherfuckers coming from a mile away with their egos and their fucking, oh, look what I can do, with their chest puffed out, and oh, they're so great and they know everything, and blah, 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 blah. And they're sitting there running their mouths while all I can't even hear it. It sounds like this to me. Blah, 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 blah. Because all I can think is I'm looking at their shirt and I'm like, toxic. Toxic. What's he trying to tell me with his toxic shirt on? What's he trying to tell me with his toxic watch on? What's he trying to tell me with his looking up his information on his toxic phone? Practicing his witchcraft? Take that shit away from me. Get away from me. Oh, but I'm such a good person. I'm trying to bring you Jesus. I'm trying to tell you all about the love of Jesus and his everlasting life. Bitch, you can take your Jesus, shove it up your ass and your poisonous t-shirt and your witchcraft and get the fuck away from me. How about that? Anyways, I see it coming from my way. And I can't. It's like I put these glasses on. It's almost like I got surgery on my eyes, and like I can see something that I wasn't able to see before because of the blinders. But now it's obvious. I can't help but see it. And it's driving me crazy because everybody else is in denial of it. And it's right there in front of my face and I see it and I know it's there. And all the evidence is there to show that it's fucking there. But everybody thinks, well, as long as we don't talk about it. Well, as long as you don't mention that. Well, as long as we all just act like it's okay. Well, as long as we all act like it didn't happen. I mean, I live in a mob mentality, like a hive mind. I literally live in like a hive mind where people are just like so out of it. They live in their own fantasy world while reality plays out in front of them and they're just in such denial. They're like, oh, no, it's just the way I look at it. That's all that matters, is the way I view it. No, it doesn't. Just because you say you're doing nice things and good things and you're still playing around in the monopoly land and giving power and energy and attention and time and focus to the system that's destroying you, just because what are you talking about? Anyways, I just need to rant before I go get on this roof, but that's all I have. Take care of your fucking selves, guys. And if you're not, question it. Why not? There is not an organism in this world that is going to self-destruct itself on purpose and do things that is not for its health, safety, or benefit, except for us. And you have to ask why. Because anytime in nature where we can observe an animal doing self-destructive behaviors or things that's going to hurt it, it is taken over by a bacteria or a parasite. But when humans are constantly doing things that are going against what's good for them, we laugh, we joke, we go, it's okay. Don't be so serious. Don't talk about it, it'll go away. Don't pay attention to it, it's not even there.